you tell us about the private school system as a whole and how it helps develop leadership and empathy and responsibility, because you've watched your child migrate through that whole process?
Well, I think what hopefully I can share with you as parents and your children today is our journey, which has been pretty interesting, and a lot of sort of turns down the road. And we never would have, I mean, looking back, our daughter's 20 now, I never would have thought we would have navigated a lot of choices that we did. And I think that's important because we were sort of older first-time parents, and we just have one child, and we're trying to do the best we possibly can. And so you maybe involve yourself. I kind of call it attending and advising and directing, because our daughter is doing exactly what she wants to. I mean, I remember taking her to soccer at 4, I think it was power soccer or something. She hated it. Bought all the gear. They were doing drills around pylons, and she just didn't want to do it. And for example, and tennis. I played at university and after that, and she doesn't like that game. So your children have their own perspective of what they want to do. From our point of view, we started at TFS. It was great. And the only reason we left is because she started in pre-JK. The JK at TFS was a whole day. My wife decided to be a stay-at-home mom, which she did for about 15 years. And TFS JK was a full day. And she said, if I'm staying at home, this is ridiculous. So the only private school in the whole sort of Toronto area that had a half-day JK was Branksome. That's the only reason we applied. It was pretty hilarious. And I think now it's a full day. Like, I don't think anyone has half-day JK. So we went there, and it was great. But from Rebecca's point of view, math was such a big thing for her. She needed a bigger challenge. And for us, DECA was great. She did DECA. She went 2 years on competitions. It was terrific. But some of the sort of experiences that I'd like to share, which hopefully could be helpful, she did Spirit of Math from grade 4 to grade 10. It was unbelievable. It's the best thing out there. With no disrespect to all you guys, there's nothing in any private school or gifted programs in Toronto District School Board that compares to that in my mind. And Kim Langan and Darren just do a heck of a job. It's great because it's 1 day a week. Parents are invited to be involved. So we went to all these, I had trouble with university calculus, and we went to all these classes, and it's just a wonderful thing. So our sort of choices were, we realized that math was a real important interest and passion for her, so we had to find a better place. And that also gives you the choice of curriculum. Is it IB or AP? Personally, I'm kind of a fan of AP, but IB is great. And for her in STEM courses and that kind of stuff, I think AP is a better fit. And we applied to UTS. Who would have known we'd get in? And our other choices were, if she wasn't going to get into UTS, honestly, because we checked out all the other schools, she was going to probably go to Forest Hill Gifted, and then we'd go to Northern. I'm being sort of totally honest, but that was for a specific kid and her needs and sort of what would have been the best fit for her. So she got in, and sort of the rest is history. She thrived there. It was a great experience. And then the other variable is, she's doing a double degree in math and music now at U of T. So she's doing performance, flute, and math. Who knows what she's going to do? I don't know. We talked about that before. She just got an internship with someone who's doing cognition and math, a professor at U of T. She's 1 day a week, and she's in 3rd year. So these kinds of things will unfold as they go along. I think the other thing, my other comment, because all the choices are good. Like someone, always say to me, what's the best school? What's a school that's great? And I say, it's a fit. It really relates to a fit. pick the school and make it great. And whether it's De La Salle or St. Clements or Havergal or UCC, if you're committed and passionate with what that offers, then do it. The other thing I would say, don't be afraid to change. Like if it doesn't quite work, look at us. We changed 3 times, right? And I think that's life, right? There's, you know, no one stays in the same job anymore. My final comment is, and this is sort of personal experience, I think a co-ed school for grade 7 to 12, to me, is better. I'm not saying it's worse or the other way, but I got to tell you, from 0 to grade 6, single-sex school is absolutely, because boys and girls are totally different at younger ages. For us, it was just, my wife and I felt that the co-ed experience was better at grade 7 on, but it's what's, you know, what you're happy with and comfortable and your kid is happy with. So I'm kind of here to share our experiences if it can be helpful. And I think, you know, all these schools, and there's more out there, we went to every school. Let me tell you, when we applied to UTS, we went to Havergal, we went to BSS, we went to St. Clements, we went, I don't know, we didn't go to De La Salle because I think it was only boys' school only back then. And, you know, they were all great. But for our child, which is the key thing, it's kind of listen to them and get their reaction when they go through the process and they meet admissions and they meet some students. And you see that sort of spark in their eye. If you'll know what the right fit is. And don't be afraid to change if you have to as you go along the road.